It is a hard truth to face, but the UN is not solving climate change, and individual countries are not decarbonising fast enough. Climate activists call for action and climate justice now, but it is not always clear how to do this at the global economy-wide scale that is needed. We need to rethink how we tackle climate change, and produce something actually effective and equitable. No misleading carbon offsets, no technological silver bullets, no loopholes or tinkering with tax rates, no moralizing and individual guilt, just solidarity and a legally binding phase-out of fossil fuels. When scientists discovered in the 1970s that chemicals called CFCs were causing a hole in the ozone layer, it was their phasing out at source which brought about real change. Now we need to leave fossil fuels in the ground, cap their production, and we need to reduce them in a short time period to zero. And this is one effective way we can do it: cap and share. First, the cap. Fossil fuel permits would be limited through the imposition of a binding cap. Companies that extract or import fossil fuels buy that limited number of permits at auction. Crucially, the limit is reduced every year in line with agreements to keep global temperature rises under 1.5 degrees. Now, the sharing part. Proceeds generated from the sale of permits are turned into cash dividends, paid out to all residents of those places which have supported the carbon cap. Administered by a global climate trust, these payments would be on an equal per capita basis, alleviating poverty by boosting the income of the world's poorest. A commons for carbon management is created. After decades of delay and hand-wringing, a system like this can truly bring about a decline in the supply of fossil fuels and stay in line with crucial climate targets over coming decades. Of course, to prevent one country's emissions cuts being cancelled out by another's increased fossil fuel use, the system must scale and eventually become global. But we have to start somewhere. Cap and share would also lift the poorest out of poverty, bringing a transfer of funds from those with the highest income to those with the lowest. The poorest are likely to benefit the most, and research has shown broad support for cap-based approaches which apply to everyone, and don't let the rich continue paying to pollute the earth. When the fossil fuel supply declines, the price of fossil fuels will go up, and the dividend will prevent the impacts from falling on the poorest people, who did not cause the problem in the first place. This is in alignment with the Fossil Fuel Non-Proliferation Treaty, which has recently been endorsed by 12 nation-states and over 2,400 civil society organizations, including Greenpeace, Amnesty International and 350.org. So there we have it, a policy that gets to the root of the problem. Cap the carbon, share the income. It's simple and inspiring. If you would like to learn more about how cap and share can be implemented in practice, have a look at our second video on this topic. And for more detailed analysis, go to the website of the Cap and Share Climate Alliance. Thank you for watching.